Ah, so even an expensive machine still finds the pull tabs, huh? Now, by no means have I mastered this machine, but I'm out here at my little park at the moment. I actually got the XP Deus 2, but I'm running it as the light version right here. So I just have the WS6 puck. I have it in the headphones right now, but you also have the option. Let me just show you real quick if you're at all interested. You have the option, if you want, you can actually run the target ID on your shaft here. You don't have to run it just as headphones. You can get this little attachment right here, and you can actually attach it right there on your shaft. So, you know, that's kind of cool, I thought. But for today, the thing about that is this puck does not have an external speaker built in. So if you run it there on you know, the metal detector shaft itself, you're gonna have to still run some headphones, or you're gonna have to figure out a way to get some external audio out of this thing right here. So for the moment, I'm just gonna be running it as the headphone setup. So these are the back phones. You can either wear them around your neck or obviously around your ears. But for you guys today, while we dig up a couple signals, I'm just gonna pump up the volume to max, and I'm just gonna let you see the little screen right here. So what I'll probably do is I'll put this around my neck first, just till I can get a signal, you know, a good repeatable tone, and then I'll take them off and I'll show you guys the target ID, maybe try to let you hear the sounds. But this little puck right here actually has like quite a few options to go through. So I don't know if you're interested in the options whatsoever, but quite a few options, man. You can set different tone options. You can ground balance this thing. Quite a powerful little puck, I would say so myself. So let's see, baby. All right, so immediately I didn't even have to look at the target ID. This one kind of stopped me right in my tracks here. And on the target ID, it is reading a 93, showing non-ferrous. There's actually, similar to like the Legend, there's a ferrous and a non-ferrous bar right there. And this one is leaning on that non-ferrous scale. But the tone too, just hear the tone on it. Tone sounds really crisp, really clear, you know, great tone on it. So let's get down there, let's dig it up, see what we got. This one, I'm probably not going to dig up too many signals today. I just kind of wanted to bring you guys along and show you the little WS6 puck. So let's see if we can pop something good out here, though. Sometimes it doesn't take long to find something good, you know? You just have to swing over it, man. Let's see. Screamer out of the hole there. Actually, that one's looking really green. Check him out. Woo! It's gonna be a coin of some type. Is it a colonial copper? Nah, very unlikely down here in my sand, my Florida sand. The areas I'm hunting aren't really entirely too old, but you never know. That's a cool thing about metal detecting. That one's just a 1981 copper penny. So, sounded great on the coins. Let's keep going through. I think what I'm also gonna do, instead of maybe just going for the completely good sounding ones, I'll dig up one or two really sketchy sounding signals, you know? See if it can ID it pretty good. But I've already been skipping over quite a few, you know, just really scrappy signals. So this one again stopped me in my tracks. Let's see. I'm only taking this off to show you guys, like target IDs to me, I've learned nowadays, target IDs, I'm not really after any specific set of numbers. Like jewelry, gold jewelry especially, can just ring like all over the scale, you know? So for me, if the tone is sounding good, for the most part, I'm gonna dig it up. This one might sound a little bit deeper, but it's right there the same, about 92, 93. So there's the tone. Let's dig it up, see what we got. And this is only in one of the tone options. I forget exactly how many sounds I'm running, but I think it's just basic park program. I haven't gotten into the settings really at all in this park program, so pretty much running it stock right now. A little further down in there. Still just a little bit deeper. There he is right there. Let's see what we got. Another ultra crusty one, it looks like. Been down there for a while, huh? Got a date on him? Don't rub the coin. I think it's just a, it's a 1979 copper, so pretty accurate again there on the target ID. Tone was crisp. I think a lot of metal detectors though, like in clean ground, they can hit coins like at decent depth, you know? They always give off a strong signal, but I think what's more important is like the machine's ability to kind of discriminate out trash, but still be able to obviously keep the good stuff in, you know? That's always a struggle, at least for me, the metal detectors I've used so far. Most of the aluminum foil is like, sounds pretty similar to the gold, you know? So it's pretty challenging to find gold out here. Another one that just stopped me in my tracks here. Check out what we got. All right, a little bit different there on the target ID. That one's reading maybe more around a nickel or a pull tab, possible golden ring. Good tone on it. Now, while we're just kind of sitting here experimenting, let's go through the settings real quick. Keep my volume up there to max. I'm running it in square tones. That's another thing. You have like two different audio types. PWM makes it sound a little different there, huh? And then square tones. And then with each set of those tones, you also have the different tonal options that you can pick from. So let me get through here. Sometimes I even have to familiarize myself with this, the setting panel, you know. It can be a little bit confusing at first till you get used to it. There should be an advanced setting somewhere through here. Maybe right here, discrimination. Yep, and then there's your tone options right there. So I'm running 3 tones right now. Bump it up to 4 tones, see if it sounds any different. 5 tones. Ooh, that one sounds pretty good. I kind of like that. Keep going up too. We got pitch tones. I like pitch tones a lot at the beach or when I'm just trying to dig it all. That's a really funky tone, huh? So you still got a good amount of tone options with this little puck, which is cool. Full tones, haven't messed around too much with that. I mean, that sounds pretty good too, so. Maybe even a little scratchy. It's hard to tell there, but. So let's go back. I said I liked 5 tones. Let's stick with 5 tones and let's dig this signal up. It was reading like 61 to 63. I spent long enough on it, right? Blabbing. It's probably just a pull tab or something, man. Let's see. This could be the gold ring though. Good target ID. At the moment too, the spot I'm hunting is pretty much over right next to a baseball field, so chances there next to those baseball fields, you know. Let's see. There she is. Nice and clean. Another coin. I think that's 3 in a row. What do we got on that one? 1978, I think. Jefferson nickel. Not the best thing I've ever found at the park, but I'm always happy with the nickel, baby. So, yeah, let's keep going through here. I'm liking park mode out here, you know, it's simple. Like you think DS2 and a lot of the times you think complicated, but here's a really funky signal. Let's try this one because it's something different. It's like very scratchy down there. I can hear something, but can you hear it? Really scratchy sound, right? Target ID, it's kind of bouncing 07, 02. It might be iron, huh? So let's try to dig it as a curiosity. Like I said, I think I'm pretty positive this thing could go around hitting coins all day, no problem, but how does it deal with other signals? That's what I'm really curious about. Something down there. It's out of the hole here, I think. We got, all right, that's actually, I think that's really good. I think that's a little piece of fence wire. I deal with those things all the time out here at the park, and they usually sound awesome, but that one sounded really scratchy. So not too bad, man. I'd say pretty good. But I want to continue to maybe dig up some of those scratchy ones to ensure that it's not like making some jewelry sound like that, you know? I don't want it to mask my jewelry and make it sound horrible. I'm gonna let you hear the sounds for a second here. I don't know if you can hear those iron tones, but definitely sounds like some junk through here. Keep going until maybe I can hear a decent one. Sounds like some iron there again, huh? Sound like there's a little bit of a squeaker, but it's really jumpy, really bouncy. I'm listening for those good ones, man. Like that one's really good. Double beep too, you hear it? Nice. What we got? 87. That might be zinc penny range. Let's check them out. Right near the surface, I think, because of that double beep though. Fresh drop. Yep. Super fresh zinc penny. Might have been just dropped today, man. All right. Penny on the surface. I think any metal detector can get that. We got to keep realistic here. This one stopped me in my tracks, but let's see. Sounds kind of big. 84, 85. Hear the tone on them. Maybe it doesn't sound big. Maybe it's just coin sized, but definitely give me a nice loud banging signal. So let's check it out. See what we got, huh? Ta-da! Sometimes I wish I would have went for the MI6 pinpointer, because I think you can pair it to your DS2 and like use the tones of your machine through your pinpointer, which is kind of cool. But I'm happy with this little MI4. It does the job really good. Let's see. All right, it's down there. DS2 also in these parks, it does go a little bit deeper. I have it just like at stock sensitivity, but it seems like I'm hitting on the deeper ones. Could be a big can or something down there, I don't know. No? We got just a crusty one? All right. Was just a coin. It was just banging on that signal. I thought it was big for some reason. I'm just not entirely familiar yet, but it was just a penny, a little bit lower on the target ID because it's a zinc one, and I think because it's a little crusty. Been down there for a while, so not too shabby. Big reason too I wanted to bring out this little puck today was because I got a question. A couple of you guys have you always ask me like which metal detector, you know, either Simplex or Vanquish or Legend, Equinox. I actually got one that was wondering if they should get the Nocta Legend or the XP Deus 2 Lite with this little puck. So I don't know, hopefully this can help you make your decision. They're just two completely different machines, you know. Sometimes I think like the value leans in the favor of the Legend. I'm pretty sure you can get a Legend right now for like 499 bucks. That's just retail. I mean, there's a deal going on, I think, but you might even be able to like get a further discount off of that price if you know, talk to a dealer or something. So with this thing, you're still going to be paying up for it. Kind of interesting tone. Is it a coin? Sounds kind of good. Maybe not as good as the previous ones. Let's see. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I wonder if there's anyone out there running this setup right now. How do you like this setup? I know there's a lot of guys running the Legend, and a lot of guys have told me that they like their Legend, and I personally like my Legend a lot too, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to metal detectors, it's just about the preference, you know? Budget is a big one, and just overall, like, preference. So, I think the Deus 2 is probably a little bit lighter. So if that's maybe something that would sell you. But the Legend also, like I was saying, price to performance, I think it's got the Deus beat just because of the value on it, you know? You get a lot for the price you pay for the thing. Pretty deep one, I guess. All right, another coin there. That one's a little bit deeper though, for sure. I'm getting out these copper pennies, but not much else. 1979 there, or 73 on that one. So let's fill it in and just keep on going here live with you guys, huh? I don't know if you enjoy these kind of videos really, but I always enjoy making them, man. It brings me in touch with the video creation process. You don't always have to keep start and stop your camera, you know? The bloopers get to stay in, the mess ups a lot of the time get to stay in. So we're getting some funky signals out here. Like oops, I'm swinging along here too, and I'm getting like some really weird ones that I just don't really want to stop for. Like this, you hear this? It's kind of just weird, you know, not something that I would really stop for. It doesn't sound like a coin or like a ring. This one though, hear that one? Good amount better on that one, I think. 95 on the target ID. So, I mean, it's hitting on a lot of high conductors. If I swing over a mid conductor, I'm digging it up too, for sure. But seems like right now I'm just swinging over those coin signals, huh? But a coin signal could just as well be some jewelry, so it's hard to pass up a nice coin signal, man. Unless, of course, it's the all-elusive zinc penny. Then I think we reconsider it sometimes, huh? I'm sure not everyone out there digs up all those modern-day zinc pennies. I try to, though. I try to dig up a lot of them. 1974 copper pennies. Looks like we might be in copper territory out here, huh? But the Deus too, like I was saying earlier, a lot of the times it has the impression of being a really complicated machine, but I just got these headphones right now around my neck. I got the volume cranked up to max in just a stock program, park program, and it's working for me, you know? Seems to be discriminating out some of the trash. Not quite discriminating out, but just making the trash sound really funky. At first glance it sounded good, but maybe not. 66, 67. Sounds kind of still a little funky. Just let you listen to the tone. Maybe kind of good. So let's dig that one up, see what we got. That definitely is not going to be a penny. Unless it's extremely, phenomenally crusty. Let's see what we got. Right to the entrance here, the baseball field, you can tell how the soil has changed. I'm not in the field, of course. That's one thing about like metal detecting. In a lot of cases, you're not supposed to go in the sports fields, but you can always go around the edges, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. Deeper. Ooh, let's see what we got. Just a little bit deeper down there. Ugh. So that's another thing. I can't say for sure that the Deus 2 goes deeper than like the Legend or the Equinox or anything like that, but sometimes it feels like it does. Like the tone strength on some of the signals it gives you, you know? Like that pull tab was pretty freaking deep down in there, man, and it was still hitting on it strong. So I don't know. Like I said, I can't say for sure it goes deeper, but a lot of the times in these modern parks, I'm not necessarily going deep. So I think it kind of depends the areas that you're hunting too. I think for the most part in like the modern parks, a more simple machine can kind of get the job done. If you put a little coil on there, you know, as long as it's got the strength behind it to separate out some of that trash, I think you'd be set with like a cheaper machine, you know, like a Simplex, a Vanquish, or a Legend, of course. But if you want just a little bit more, you know, go with the Deus 2 if that's what you feel like going with. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it, man, as long as you do it some way or the other. Not sure about that one. Should I go for it? Funky signal. Not hitting on it too solid. Let's go for a more solid one. That's almost guaranteed another coin though, huh? Kind of funky on the sound though. Let's go for it. I can waste a lot of time swinging around and not digging. I always remind myself that. The more holes you dig, the more likely something decent's gonna pop out of one of them. If you guys are still right here, man, and you're enjoying it, you know what to do. Hook it up with a thumbs up for me, baby. I always sincerely appreciate it, man. There's another coin right there. I think that one is at least a dime, huh? He's pretty, man. 1975 dime. So, not the best, not the worst. 10 cents richer, baby. Put that little plug back in there. So let's try to just efficiently dig out some signals now without even bringing it down. Just using sounds only, you know? This one sounds pretty close to the surface. Giving me a good repeatable tone. Oops. I think that might be it. Fence wire right there. All right. Good repeatable tone here. Not sure about the target ID, but we don't always need to know the target ID, right? Sometimes I like not having a target ID because it really keeps the hunt a mystery. You have no idea what it's going to be, man. Is it going to be a penny, a pull tab? You just really don't know. See? It's out. There she is. Another Krusty's Ink penny there. Sounded great. Come on, baby. I think not having a target ID though sometimes can save you time in the long run too, maybe, because you don't have that other factor, you know? You don't have to look at your screen at all. If it sounds good, this one doesn't sound too good. It's a little bit scratchy, I think, but if it sounds good, just dig it up, you know? That's how it used to be back in the day before they brought out all these new metal detectors with their screens and whatnot. One of my first metal detectors actually was one without a screen. It just has the little knobs on it, you know? So sometimes I can bring you back to basics. All right, that was a little screw right there. Some junk, some rust actually, I think. So I think that one was a little bit more sketchy of a target ID, or not target ID, but sound. Really killer signal right here. So like I've heard a couple people say that they can actually tell the difference between a pull tab and like a gold ring with the DS2. I haven't quite experimented enough to even like try, but this one, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards a pull tab at first just because, you know, those target ID numbers, but this thing is not moving at all off of 56. So I'm curious. Definitely sounds like a good signal. So let's dig it up, see what we got. What do you guys think? Anything delicious down in this one? Maybe the golden pull tab for us. Deeper? Man. Oh no. It's right off to the side, I think. Slightly off on them. Come on, baby. What is that? No. Alright, a little bit of a messy hole there, but it is a, I don't actually know what that is. Little metal piece. It's got some like elastic attached to it. Not sure what that's off of, but banger signal right there, man. Definitely wasn't gonna walk past that one. But it wasn't a desirable signal, you know? So I think the DS2 realistically is not a machine that is going to completely eliminate all trash. So you're still going to have to dig up some trash with the DS2. I'm fairly certain, you know. I'm not an expert, but I don't think there's a metal detector out there that completely eliminates all the trash. I don't think it's available yet. This one sounds great right here. Check them out. 64 on the target ID. I could tell it was a mid conductor though by the tone, obviously. Solid 64, reading non-ferrous. Not moving really. Bounced to 63 for a second, but let's see what we got. How I like to pinpoint my targets too is I almost like draw an invisible line, and I can almost tell like where the center of the target is by swinging over it a couple times, but then I'll just slightly back that coil up off of the target until it just stops beeping. So just enough. And then as soon as it stops beeping, I know that thing is right in front of the coil. Like I'm talking X marks the spot is like right in front of my toe. So let's try to just dig a really small plug here and see if I'm right over top of it. I didn't use the pinpoint button or anything, you know, just a really like small plug. See if we can get right over it. Got the big 11-inch coil on there, so let's see, are we accurate? We could have been off. I think honestly we're pretty much right on, man. Right almost smack dab in the center of that, so let's see. I think it's out. All right, so right there, that kind of tells me that I don't know if we're gonna be eliminating pull tabs. I guess I didn't have it in full tones. Full tones could give you a little bit more information maybe on the sound of it. There's also something on the DS2 called the XY screen that I have not messed with whatsoever, but you know, if you're just going off a tone and you're trying to dig targets quick and efficiently, at least in 5-tone mode, I think you're still going to be digging up pull tabs. I think, but you know, any experts can chime in for sure. I'm more than willing to learn. That's why I'm out here. Pretty good tone. Check it out. Dig a couple of them relatively quickly. I see some ants down here. The ants always guard the treasure. See? Coin? No, another pull tab right there, man. Another one. Sounded good on the tone. I didn't even look at the target ID that time. I was just going off a tone. So I think I'm going to finish this video off by switching over to full tones. Let's dig a couple signals in full tones. Have you guys heard the full tones drama with the DS2? A lot of people have said that they don't like full tones or it doesn't work very good. So let's just try it out. Let's see. Where are you at? 5 tones, pitch, full tones. Let's go for it, huh? You with me? Let's see what we can get. Still in park program, just switch the tone set over to full tones. There's our first signal on full tones. Not entirely sure what to think of it. Sounds a little funky. Hear it? Sounds like a window cleaner. 75, 76. Let's try it. I mean, it's beeping. It's giving us some type of tone. I'm just not familiar with the tone set yet of full tones, so let's see. Wonder if it's a huge can or something in there. Nope. Not gonna be anything big. Got it in our hand here. What is it? What are you, little guy? Wow. All right. I think it's just a modern penny that probably got tinked by a lawnmower. Check him out. He's taco shaped. That's some taco money right there, huh? So he's tinked by the lawnmower and kind of bent in half a little bit. Switched up the target ID a lot on that one. Just a penny. Funky one, man. A funky one. So let's keep going with the full tones here, see what else we can get. There's actually another one like with that. Wait a second, is it 2 of them? I gotta go for it because that sounds like my original signal, kinda. Okay, let's try it. Pop that same plug out, maybe. I think he was a little bit over though, maybe over here. Big old grub in that hole. Let's see what we've got. Will it just be another Martin zinc penny? Maybe a double tinker? No, look at that. That's kind of cool. There's something finally slightly different, man. Look at there. What kind of key is that? Kind of cool, kind of cool. Southgate, Southgate, probably California, USA. Huh. The brand is WEISEA or WELSEA. That's kind of a cool key, actually, man. Probably not too old, maybe 70s or 80s, maybe even 90s, I don't know, but still decent. The tone was a little bit funky on it. I was questioning it, but nice. Not bad, not bad. Now this is a really funky signal right here. Listen to that one, huh? Tone is weird. Wait. All right, so it's clean right there. 64, but then maybe there's another signal. Yeah, that's what she was. 2 signals right next to each other right there. But check out when you swing over them both at the same time with this bigger coil, you know, it makes it just sound weird. It's getting both of those signals at the same time, so. Mixing them up, you know. All right, let's dig them out one at a time, see what we got. He's almost out. There he is, nice shiny pull tab for the 64 on the target ID there. Let's check out the other one, huh? See if we can just pop a plug and find him. I'm pretty sure he was right around in here. Will it be available or will I have to swing back over it? Yep, he's in there. There he is, just another coin. So 2 for 1 there. Just a penny and a pull tab within the same like couple inches. Together they sounded really scratchy, but apart they sounded pretty good. 1960D copper penny right there. Nice. Up. Pop him back in there, baby. Make him look pretty. Really low tone here. Listen to this one right here. Very low, very scratchy, 38. So I think that would probably be some aluminum foil right there. But let's check it out. Right near the baseball fence, you never know, huh? 38 on the target ID. Scratchity. Right towards the top. The tone was sounding really scratchy on it though, you know? Ah, it was a bottle cap. Interesting. So, accurate reading though was some trash. It sounded like some trash. That's all she was. Squeaker. That's a low tone right there, but it sounds better. Listen to that one. 38 again, but listen to the tone. Maybe that one's some aluminum foil, huh? Or maybe that one's the gold we've been looking for. I think that gold can read that low on the XP Deus 2. Let me know, any of you Deus 2 users, if you know. Yeah, definitely. It has to, because that's a foil seal right there. So those low tones, man, you got to be going for those low tones, even with the Deus 2, I think. If you want all the gold. Squeaker. check them. Straight down, man, straight down. That's how I go in with my shovel. Take a couple cuts out of the dirt and that stuff pops so nice. Another coin. He's not very pretty. I think he's just a zinky. He's went through some rough times recently in these modern days, but I think he's gonna make it now. We've got him in our pouch. I think he's safe. $77 on the target ID there. Let's see what we got. Sounds pretty good. But the pull tabs and pennies sound pretty good too. Not so sure. Give me a ring, baby, just a crusty one. I'd be happy with just a crusty one. Right on top. Just a crusty one. Calorie burner right there. Burnt about 3 calories on that one. $75 on the target ID. That's not a button, is it? Oh, what? Yo, I think I might have just found something kind of decent here. Oh, I don't think I have my brush with me. Yo, wait a second. I think I got a button, guys. Maybe just a modern one, but it's got a design on the front for sure. Whoa, that might be cool. That might be cool, everybody. Stick with me for a second here. Let's get this baby cleaned off a little bit. What kind of design is that? It kind of looks like copper. Whoa. I don't know much about my buttons. Maybe this one isn't too old, though, because of the shank on it, huh? It's not, like, I watch a lot of YouTube videos of people finding different buttons and stuff, but not too much. That one's got a really cool design on it. I think I like the shanks. That one's not too old, is it? It's just a very small little shank. Looks like it's maybe iron on the back. I can't tell 100%, but I did not expect to find that, man. Right next to the baseball field here, fence digging. See if I can get you a close-up on the design. Looks kind of fancy. I hope I have my little thing. Can you guys see that at all? Like, it's got the green patina, like it might be copper, huh? Or brass or something. I'm not really sure. Like, that definitely could maybe just be a modern clothing brand, but hey, if any of you guys got any more information on that one, you know, any of you relic hunters out there or button hunters, I would sincerely appreciate it. Definitely wasn't expecting that one, you know. Anything kind of cool definitely gets my gets me a little excited, man. Even if it's just a little button, even if it's just a little modern button, still really cool there. Something a little different to add to the pouch. Alright, this one was sounding pretty freaking scratchy, but something a little bit different in the park here. I found these type of bullets before, but I always forget what they're called. I don't know if that one actually hit anything. Check out the shape of them. Let me get you a close-up so you can see like the lines on it, the rifling lines. What we got there? Come on, get it close up. Can you see it? Yeah, pulled him out. Definitely, I think it's going to be probably lead, right? Relatively heavy there, but yeah, little bullet there. Something a little bit different, relatively deep down there too. All right, everybody, I'm wrapping it up with the old WS2 for today. This was just like a quick, maybe hour-long hunt or something. Most interesting finds today, I would say, were that button. I think I'm gonna leave a picture, at least a close-up picture of that button at the end. So I don't know if any of you guys out there can tell me if it's at least somewhat old, or more than likely it's probably from like the 70s or 80s, but I really don't know much about my button. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this little short one. If you have a preferred metal detector that you would like to see, leave it down in the comments below for me. Otherwise, I'll be out here with another random one within the next couple days. So appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you soon.